Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. I gotta tell you a few things of where we're at right now. I've only been experimenting with CUDA, Visual C++, Windows development for the last 36 hours. Before that, I probably spent one month, developing and working with Linux. I'm kind of disappointed with the process of using Linux. I don't know what to say. I'm going to get away from that argument. I've been looking at Matlab, and I feel like I'm going back in a big 360 with originally looking at Matlab with C++ in Windows. I branched off for many months looking at Java, R, some other languages and other platforms, be it on what do you call it, Linux, Windows based. Also looked at a lot of open source platforms, be it in Java or C#. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because it all comes down to this and how you earn it, and earn it in a very productive and effective way. What I'm realizing as I'm getting more into Matlab again, and something that R or any other language platform, tool, whatever out there, I'm realizing what I missed with Matlab, and that is quite easily PDFs and a huge community out there what can easily do lookups of a variety of resources, be it demo code, recorded Matlab webinars, or YouTube, or sample code, or whatever. And I'm just way more productive using a Matlab. And way I'm figuring it right now is I'm able to bang out code as long as I can generate that code into my C++ for my demoed Visual C++ trading platform, you want to call it that. I'll be able to really get some really cool stuff. So where does that leave me today? Well, what I'm starting to realize, a lot of people can't really afford Matlab, or the coder alone being, the coder toolbox being alone, just $6,000 just for that toolbox. A lot of people don't have those kind of resources. So what I'm thinking of doing is kind of changing the operation of the business, where I can bang out a lot of the trading strategies, convert them into C++, and post them on the quantlabs.membership. Now, I'll be doing that from this day forward, and I'm already finding some really cool stuff, and I'm hoping that I can bang out that C++ code. As you can imagine, that code is going to be very, very, very valuable to a lot of people, especially in industry, institutions, individuals, whoever. So as a result, I'm also already been, for the last couple of days, thinking of price increases on the membership. What I'm looking at, because of this code is so valuable, or will be valuable, and if it's especially profitable or potentially profitable, what I'm finding is that the services that, and especially the code that will be banged out for this type of service, is going to be very valuable and can be charged for top dollar. I've got surveys right now going at $125 per month that are willing to pay for that. That's going to be my focus. If you are a student or looking to learn all this stuff, now's the time to get in, because it's very affordable at only $40 a month. At the end of the day, if you cannot afford that kind of money per month, which translates to about $500 a year, I would advise you not to pursue this, because you're going to get crushed from a financial point of view, especially when you're looking at thousands of dollars for the servers alone. Just on the hardware, you can go with a cheap ass way and try to do it with all free software. You could probably do that, but on the time and frustration that you'll spend trying to get to that point, for $500, I mean, seriously, like, if you can't invest that kind of money, I would strongly advise you to either take your money, take your capital, go to a casino and play in a casino like that, or eventually you're going to have to cough up and pony up some cash to get something running. If you're coming from the world of TradeStation or MetaTrader or whatever else, I hate to disappoint you, but you're losing money because the system and that software, especially the brokers, are meant and designed in a way where you are going to lose money. No matter how you trade, no matter what strategies you lose, over 80% of those people that play in those systems and whatever else are losing money, and there's a good reason, because it's rigged for you to lose. No one's talking about it. If you don't believe me, just go to FXCM on Wikipedia and look up bucket shop, and that's one classic example of how that whole industry works. So if you want to be like me and have a very good potential of profiting through independent trading, this is how you could go about it in a quick and about way. Also, you know, you always hear, I've done enough YouTube searches and heard through a lot of associations and other meetups where saying a lot of retail traders are getting crushed by high frequency trading. Yes, high frequency trading is going to kill you. It's going to wipe you out. It's already wiping out a lot of people. So sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. And as it stands right now, you know, it's. I don't think the regulators are going to step in. Even if they do, it's to people like my benefit. Where if they're going to put a hold on a transaction or on an order of, let's say, half or 2 seconds, that's going to wipe out all the institutional players, and it enables me to have fair access and fair competitive competition with those direct market access operators that are sitting on the exchanges and getting the advantage with half a second or whatever, and they're seeing the market before the rest of us see it. That's just the way it is. That's how it's going to be. So let's hope that the regulators are smart to be able to regulate that and put that in place. But at the end of the day, electronic trading, algorithmic trading, automated trading is not going away. It's going to be here. It's going to grow. And if you are not in it, you're going to get wiped out, and you're going to be crushed by systems out there that are already doing it, where 80% of the market is electronic based. It is trading on automated and algorithmic based systems. That's the way it is. That's the way the direction is going to go. And unfortunately, if you don't like it, I guess you have no other choice but to go back into a cave and start looking for another career or something, because you will get crushed. You will lose money, and that's a path that I'm not planning to take, but that's up to you. So all in all, get in while it's fairly affordable, because I do see that these algorithms, these strategies, and especially the source code is going to be very valuable coming from the world of Matlab. And the best part about it, as opposed to something like R, it's going to be vetted by the people at MathWorks, the makers of Matlab. So there's going to be some quality to it, and you don't need to worry about it being questioned or anything like that, because you don't know where it's coming from. So that's one thing that's also appealing for me. And that's if you're coming in from an institution, who's going to argue the power of Matlab? It's industry used, and that's just how it is. I've done enough ranting. I've done enough whatever, but I just thought I'd put this video together and let people know exactly the direction we're going with Matlab now and the C++ with the CUDA that I've just demoed. It is working, and it works great, and it's really affordable, thanks to NVIDIA and all that stuff. So that's where it stops, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side of the trading, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. And I'll be posting all stuff, especially moving forward, data acquisition, real-time data analysis, you know, all from the world of Matlab, and then hopefully going to convert that into C++, as well as the future strategies and models are going to come from, obviously, Matlab, get coded up into C++S. So as a result, where the code comes into play is I'll be developing my own private API for this platform, and only the members are going to get it. As that API grows, that's going to be a very valuable, as I said, very valuable piece of code or library to operations out there, and it'll get more and more expensive. There's lots of APIs that do that sort of stuff, NAG, you name it, and they're worth thousands of dollars, just thousands. Let's leave it at that, thousands of dollars per month on a leasing basis. But again, I've done enough talking, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.